Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next-level tactics. From off-site and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Welcome back to another episode of the SEO.co podcast. Today, we're starting a two-part series, How to Dial in Your Cost Per Lead Using PPC. As a business owner, you must know the importance of lead generation. It's a highly efficient way to generate new consumers, increase brand awareness, and ultimately increase your revenue. Lead generation is one of the many ways of digital advertising. There's been a steady growth in the amount of money spent by marketers on it, and this figure is expected to reach $3.2 billion by late 2023. Cost per lead is a metric that businesses use to gauge their lead generation efficiency. It indicates how much a brand spends on its marketing efforts to attract a single lead. However, not every lead has the potential to be a customer, and you have to qualify them to avoid wastage of time, effort, and money. Let's get into the importance of CPL and calculate the amount that you are willing to spend and can afford to spend on a customer. So it might seem more straightforward to choose a budget to spend on your leads instead of coming up with a strategy to select the best CPL. While you can certainly do that, a target CPL derived randomly will end up giving you unexpected results. If you're looking for tangible results, you don't want to do that. It's essential to align the business goals you want to achieve with a target CPL, as they differ from one another, and a set percentage won't be any good. For instance, a profit-maximizing goal and doubling the annual revenue goal requires separate CPL. By being aware of your goals, you can decide how much you want to spend on them according to their relevance and importance. It makes it easy to come up with various marketing strategies and carefully allot its budget. The target CPL influences several marketing decisions, making it essential to choose wisely and avoid wrong optimizations. To calculate an optimal CPL, you have to understand your business's needs. Set the record straight with your goals and then proceed. Of course, you want to target the right leads and spend money on getting beneficial outcomes. But before that, it's important to look at your marketing budget to check if the cost to acquire a customer falls in that range. To determine this cost, calculate a new customer's average lifetime value. Customer lifetime value predicts how much monetary benefit your new customer can provide your business with. While companies involving e-commerce don't see customers returning, things get complicated if your business relies on lead generation. Here, customers can subscribe to services like Netflix or continually hire you for your services. Your CLV is based on all of these factors. For instance, if a customer pays $19.99 every month for 3 years, that customer isn't worth the same amount because that is just the money you get initially. In fact, they're actually worth $59.97, making it worthwhile to spend more than $19.99 to add a customer. Of course, you will lose some money initially, but the profits will be worth it as your relationships progress. So even though there are various methods to calculate the average CLV, here's one of the easiest ways to do so. Mean monthly revenue of a customer over churn rate equals CLV. Let's apply this formula to a practical example. Assume your company is a business widget supplier with monthly delivery subscription models that other firms can also take advantage of. In this case, use your company's mean monthly revenue and divide that number by your monthly mean number of customers. For example, your monthly average revenue from a customer is $70 if 100 customers give $7,000 monthly. To determine the churn rate, use the data for a specific month by subtracting the repeat customers from the whole number in the same month. Divide this value by the entire customer base of that month. For example, if you get 100 customers in a month and 90 are recurring customers, you get a churn rate of 0.1 or 10%. Using these values, you can get the CLV with the help of the formula. For this example, the CLV is simply $700 or $70 divided by 0.1. After figuring out your CLV, find out the actual profit margin. You have to calculate the cost to look after the new customer you get for the entire time they do business with you. For instance, if the cost to take care of an existing customer's requirements is $7 monthly for spending approximately 10 months with you, it will provide fulfillment costs of $70. Additionally, you have to consider more fixed costs of your business and divide those by the average monthly customer number. For instance, considering the same example, if rent, utilities, salaries, etc. amount to $5,000 monthly, that turns out to be $50 per customer monthly. To calculate the mean profit per customer, a customer's fixed and fulfillment costs can be used in the equation here. CLV minus mean monthly cost of a customer over churn rate equals profit of a customer. In this hypothetical example, the mean CLV was $700, and it costs $7 a month to look after a customer for the business to proceed. For a customer, the monthly total average cost turns out to be $57. For a customer's lifetime, this amounts to $570, 57 divided by 0.1. Subtract this value from the average CLV to get a profit of $130, which is 700 minus 570. And that's all we've got for this episode. Join us next time as we wrap up this series and dive right into what cost can you bear per new lead. Thanks again for listening to the SEO.co podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.